Healing through the arts is what I teach mainly here in the social hub. We're hardwired, it's supposed to be creative and use our own imagination to heal ourselves. Everyone is welcome here within the hub. From the minute they come in, that's one thing that we try to keep it easy and fun and natural, I suppose.
The social hub is set up so that there's some place to go. It's doing. You're just not sitting there, you're doing. You're chatting and it's activity. Get people out of their comfort zone a small bit, but they're still so comfortable with us. It's nice.
This is the best thing that ever happened here. Best thing that ever happened here. My favourite part of the week is going to bed on Sunday night and saying, oh, tomorrow is Monday morning, I must go to the hub. Whatever happens, I must go to the hub.
Oh, it's very good for me because I have Monday morning and I have Wednesday afternoon and it's somewhere to go because I'd probably go to bed for a rest after dinner, and if I didn't have somewhere to go to, I'd stay there for the evening, you know, in the winter time especially.
Is where you finish. Okay, so we push it here now.
You must remember a lot of older people are living alone, and might be the first time they'd ever see a friend for the whole week, or it might be the first time that they can really leave themselves go and be themselves and have a chat with others who are in the same predicament as they are.
I find it very relaxing. People come in with different ideas and everybody row in and help each other, and you're good at one thing, I might be bad at it, I'm good at something, you're bad at it, but they all mix it together and I think it's lovely.
There are certain people who, if it wasn't for the social club and the activities that are now going on, they possibly wouldn't be out of their homes on a Monday morning, you know, and they wouldn't have met some of the people that they've met. So it's a fantastic activity for people to come to. And it doesn't have to necessarily be that you come to do one thing. You can just come and have a chat. You don't have to necessarily partake in what's happening on that given day. And it forms friendships for people as well.
The aim of the whole project is to make Mitchelstown an age-friendly town. The reason the age-friendly project works is all the time we're engaging with the people that are involved in it. So you're not delivering something that we think is best, we're delivering what they have decided they want to do. There's a structure of things that you can do that will guide you to becoming an age-friendly town, and one of those is a walkability study. Again, Ballyhowrah would be hugely involved in supporting us to organise the walkability study. From day one, we had guidance from Cork County Council, and on the committee also sits two members of Cork County Council. We have Brendan Graham, the local engineer, and we have Polly Moriarty, the municipal district officer. Our involvement then with Cork County Council was over a 2-year period, and it will be ongoing. So we publicised as well. We met with the Active Retirement Group. We put it on the Avenue. We put it on the church newsletter, so that we could get as many people as possible to take part. We also wanted people with disabilities, because the challenges can be for any age group, not just someone that's older.
We had 5 different areas allocated for walking. So the ones that wouldn't be very mobile, we just gave them a short walk. And they had to see what is there that would stop them from walking properly.
And we all had a chart to identify what was a challenge, what was good about something, and maybe what was causing problems. So some of them were quite obvious, like the footpath might have been uneven. There were signs maybe badly placed, especially if you were the person pushing the buggy or you were someone in a wheelchair, it meant you had to get off the footpath. There was people that parked badly and went up too much on the footpath.
They found that walking up to our health centre, which is up at the top of the town, and there's a little slope up there, that they felt that you should be seating halfway up there, you know.
When you go to the traffic lights, you're waiting a long time before they change. So again, it was to talk with the engineers and to see if it was possible that the timing could be slightly changed. Maybe later on in the day that you would give more priority to the person that's crossing. 200,000 will be spent in Mitchelstown in the next couple of months. all on things that were identified by those people that took part in the walkability study. So there's good reason to do a walkability study because it's real and it's tangible and it's doable.
I work for Ballyher Development. We're a local development company. We received some funding from the Department of Communications, Climate Action and Environment back in 2017. Basically to get non-liners online. As an organisation, Ballyher Development, we're into lifelong learning. We encourage people that, you know, you can learn. But I think with the digital skills, we want to get everybody online. And of course, it's targeting the over 45s because I suppose the stats are out there that like 1 in 6 people are not online. Over the 5 weeks, you notice how their confidence really builds because they feel they're not going to break the computer. They feel that they're, you know, in control of something that they never thought that they could be in control of. Technology, it bridges the gap for people being able to enjoy things with their grandkids as well, and I think that's very, very important. It gives them great freedom. We've had a gentleman before who said that he wasn't able to go on Skype and speak to his family and his grandkids and his son and daughter-in-law without somebody else setting him up to do that. He now has the freedom to do that when he wants to. I think sometimes our elderly are forgotten, and our elderly are the ones with the most experience and the most wisdom, and that they can add such value to clubs, to communities. So I think by them embracing the digital world, they become more involved in, you know, knowing what's going on, and they can contribute more to the local community. So I think you're never too old. As people ring us up and they say, am I too old? I'm 85. And you go, you're never too old.
On its own, number 4.
My name is Delia Tobin and I'm the project coordinator here at the Daycare Centre in James Street.
4 and 6, 46.
Daycare centres are not hospitals. They're a place to go and enjoy. That's what it's all about. And at the end of the day, if we can get them in, looking after them and gathering information from them, exactly what their needs are, and we can help them out in every way. So it's a family. A daycare centre turns out to be a family. If one is missing for one day, they're all worried about them. If they go to hospital, they keep in contact. And if we lose one, they're devastated. You know, so it really is, this complex has turned into be a lovely place to live in.
14.
Loneliness can be an awful drawback. And once people get into the habit of being on their own, they don't want to come out. So it's a hard thing to get people to come out, you know, and join things. You need to have a reason to get up in the morning. That's the most important thing about it, especially if people are living on their own or lost a partner. Now, since the Age Friendly has come on board, and they're doing some wonderful work, what their intention is that they want to set up lots of entertainment, courses, things for people to do. The problem is that you get up in the morning, as you age, it's a long day. We're very anxious that dementia and Alzheimer's is becoming to be a terrible illness, and there's nothing worse than seeing the person that you have loved as your mother or your father all your life, and they look at you and they don't know who you are. If you're with an Alzheimer patient all day long, you need a break, you need time. You need time to go and have your hair done, to have a cup of tea, to meet your friends, to break out. The services are there. We hope to extend those services. We're here to help, and we know how to go about it.
I get a lot from what people say to me in the street after. Oh, you're part of the social hub, yeah, I've heard of you, and you've brought this person out of themselves so much. And you know, that's what keeps me going in a way, that it's kind of those things that I hear after. You really have made a difference.
And it must be a lingering doubt in everybody's mind that's getting old, like what's going to happen to me. But nobody talks about it because they're living in the moment. They're enjoying what they're doing and they're just not worrying about the future, even this group.
There was a time when I had a lot of tragedies in my life and the people in Mitchelstown were very supportive of me. And I felt, you know what, if I could give back half of what I have received, then I would be a happy girl.
A lot of them fear getting old. It kind of cuts out all that because you're so busy, you don't have time to think about all these things, which is a good thing.
Society isn't only for the young or for the middle-aged, it's for the old. I mean, they've a lifetime experience, and as well as that, they have a lifetime of knowledge to give to people. That's very important. You know, I mean, they were the foundation of what we have now, and people shouldn't forget it.
See, I really believe in people are entitled to a good quality of life, and if you can have projects like this that deliver on it, then it's really worthwhile. It's as simple as that. Like, it's to do with connecting people with people, and there's nothing more important.